Welcome to part 2 of the digestion profiles. If you have been around for a while, you know that what I love so much about human design is that it gives us the language and the validation to express what we already know to be true for ourselves. And so one day, hopefully we won't need that external system, we won't need that external validation to tell us what we already know to be true, and people won't question what we already know to be true for ourselves. However, until that time, diet and nutrition is one of the places that there is so much noise. And so this is the second or third of many diet nutrition videos when it comes to your human design, because I want you to have the authority to know and the trust to know that what is correct for you, what you believe to be correct for you, is actually correct for you. And in human design, it is all about the science of differentiation. It is all about each one of us being who we uniquely are and building our puzzle pieces. And that means there is no one correct diet. You might be someone who does better eating first thing in the morning. You might be someone who does better eating your biggest meal last thing at night. You might be someone who does best with 3 structured meals. You might be someone who does best grazing at random times and on completely random foods throughout the day. This is about giving you the permission to do what you know is best for your energy. And so in the last video I posted, I talked about the first 3 digestion profiles. And in this video, we are going to talk about the second 3, or 4 through 6. So if you're interested in learning more, check out the link in the description box for the previous video, as well as stick around and find out what's happening in this one. Hello and welcome back to the Simply CA. My name is Alana, and on this channel you are going to find the tools, tips, resources, and coaching that is going to help you to live the most in alignment with your unique energy and live your truest, fullest, most expressed life. We do that through human design lifestyle coaching, as well as whole food plant-based nutrition and yoga and fitness videos. If you enjoy this content, please click on that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time I post a new video, and let me know what you're enjoying by giving it a thumbs up, and leave me some comments down in the description box when you have something you want to know more about, or if you have an idea about an upcoming video. I am a manifesting generator, and so I do very well when I am responding to some external stimuli. So definitely leave me comments, let me know what you would like to see in upcoming videos. And with that, let's get back into the digestion profile. So in the previous video, we talked about digestion profiles 1 through 3, whether they are active or passive. So that video covers appetite, which is either consecutive or alternating, taste, which can be open or closed, and thirst, which can be hot or cold. So the 4th digestion profile is touch. And now this one has to do with priming your system for digesting. So if you have a left-facing digestion arrow and your digestion profile is touch, you have a calm touch. Now, similar to thirst, this actually means the opposite of what it says. So if your digestion profile is calm touch, you actually have a very active brain. Your brain has enough stimulation in and of itself. And so when it comes to digesting food, giving yourself peace and quiet in whatever way that means for you, but removing external and intensive stimuli in a way that allows you to feel calm before eating is beneficial to how your body can pull out the nutrients. So a lively restaurant or pub or bar might not be where you want to have a large or in-depth meal for that day. Or even if you are in one of those situations, it could be that you just take a moment to get centered in yourself before starting to eat. If touch is your digestion profile and your digestion arrow points to the right, then you have what is called nervous touch or a buzzing touch. And essentially what that means is that you're pretty neutral and chill all the time, and you might actually just completely forget to eat because it's so just not part of what is on your mind. And so for you, what actually is helpful is watching others eat. Not in a creepy way, but like if you're out at a restaurant or if you're at a coffee shop, like notice what someone else is eating. Be in an environment. Prime yourself. Get your salivary glands going. Get your digestive enzymes and digestive juices triggered by paying attention and being around food. Maybe snack and nibble as you're preparing food. You might also be someone who does best when you're snacking and eating on the go or on the move, because your natural state is so chill that it's like, oh, right, food. And so you want to prime your body to eat by giving it some food reminder stimulation. The fifth digestion profile is sound. And now we go back to what they actually mean is what they actually mean. So if your digestion arrow points to the left and you have a sound, it is high sound, which means that surrounding yourself with a soundtrack to your life, surrounding yourself with the noises of kitchens, being near an open kitchen if you're at a restaurant, singing or speaking, having a verbal practice before you eat, somehow being and hearing sound before eating or while you're eating, being around people who are chatting while eating or having some stimulation, whether that be TV or music, while you're preparing and eating. And if you are a sound digestion profile, but your arrow points to the right, then your profile is low sound. And exactly what it says, it's best for you to be in environments that are less auditorily stimulating. You may notice that you are more sensitive to sounds, or having too many sounds might be overstimulating for you. So being places that are reduced in sound, or the quiet table, or if you're at home not listening to music or being silent prior to eating, allowing yourself to have that internal practice versus the verbal practice. Not listening to music while you prepare your food, or not listening to a podcast while you're making and preparing. It's best for you, when you can, to separate yourself out from noisy environments and give yourself quiet to digest. And the sixth, the newest digestion profile is light. So what you are taking in is visual. What you are taking in is with light. If your digestion profile is light and your digestion arrow points to the left, then your complete profile is direct light. Now this means you do best when you eat in the day. Breakfast or lunch being your prime eating times is correct. If you are someone who, because this is an active digestion profile, because this is left facing in your digestion arrow, I still wouldn't suggest intermittent fasting, but if you were to, then you want to have your food front loaded in the day and not eat in the dark at night. So that's something, but definitely always listen to your own hunger cues. You do best when you are eating and visually taking in your food in bright environments. So a dark steakhouse might not be the place that you digest the best in. However, being in a large open space or eating outside in direct sunlight will help you to better assimilate your food. And finally, if your digestion profile is light and you have a digestion arrow that points to the right, you do best with indirect light. So that means that eating later on in the evening, eating more in the wintertime, eating more, potentially even snacking before bed, that serves you. Not eating earlier in the day or having very light food earlier in the day. Again, now because this is a right-facing arrow, it is generally more passive when it comes to food. So you might not start eating until early afternoon. and then your eating window is later in the day. So you're not going to stop yourself from eating at 6 o'clock at night. Give yourself the freedom to eat later. Also, it might be great for you to turn down the lights or eat by candlelight. You're very sensitive to light, and for you, that sensitivity means that you actually do better in a darker lit environment. If you want to be participating in something while eating, it might not be watching your phone or TV. Instead, it might be reading the newspaper or a magazine or a book, something that doesn't have that strong, bright light. And those are our 12 digestion profiles. Let me know down in the comment section any questions you have, any information you want more on. As I said, either in this video or the previous one, I love both human design and nutrition, and so being able to put these two things together is really exciting for me, especially when it gives you a better understanding and more permission to follow what you know to be true for yourself, because diet culture is toxic and there is no one correct way to eat. And there's no one correct diet. And I want you to feel empowered in knowing that you know what's best for your body and you are able to listen to your own hunger and satiation cues. And so please let me know in the comment section any future ideas that you want to know more about for videos, or if you want to book your own human design reading or lifestyle coaching around any of this or any other lifestyle areas. There is a link in the description box for you to book either a one-off reading or ongoing human design coaching with me. If you haven't already checked out these videos, then definitely give them a shot. And if you need your human design chart, I probably should have said this at the beginning, but there's a link in the description box about that. And I will see you in the next video.